I'm speaking to Woo. Hi, Woo.
Hello, how are you?
Man, you missed it by that much.
I did.
Regrets?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Nope. You know, I had this opportunity to play this wonderful game of Survivor. That right there is an opportunity of a lifetime that will forever be embedded in my head and in my body. So, I mean, just to get the shot to be there and play such a wonderful game, and not only that, win a reward where I became an ambassador of Survivor, that right there, my friends, that's what life's all about. Making good impacts on people, making people smile, making them feel better about themselves. To me, that's $1 million.
You know, when I saw you do that challenge, I think it was really the first time that I saw you, and I think I was so blown away by what you did with those children, and I think that you've carved out a whole new career for yourself there. It was truly beautiful.
Thank you very much. You know, being a martial arts instructor, I'm really comfortable with kids. And again, being able to go on that reward challenge, step away from the actual game itself for a few hours, and see all these beautiful young people run up to you, and you know, you look at these faces and you're like, you're not gonna lie to me. You're not gonna manipulate and blindside me. I love that, you know, and that was a very refreshing feeling to be able to be there for the Philippines, for the Filipino country, for those kids, and give back the most essential tools for education to push them further in school, to give them that education they need to maybe break out of that small village. Wow, what an experience, what an opportunity. Thank you again, Survivor.
Speaking of blindsiding, there were a couple of times during the game that you had an opportunity to switch sides and you didn't. And at the end, you said that you played the game with your 5, was it codes or 5?
5 codes of Taekwondo: integrity, loyalty, discipline, respect, harmony between mind and body. And you know, I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, but I did my best to abide by those 5 conducts. And you know, that's how I usually like conduct my life, and that's how I played. It didn't work out for me at the end, but I know that I lost against a really good player, so I have no regrets, and I can live for the rest of my life with knowing that I abided by those 5 codes of conduct. And as a martial arts instructor, you know, I want to put a positive influence on people. I want to be a role model. I want to be a hero figure for these people all around, either youth group to adulthood. So if I'm able to come away from a game full of lies and manipulation and be perceived as someone who can be a role model figure, that's lovely.
A lot of people gave you a lot of grief as a player who didn't play, and yet at the end you played with complete integrity, and I think you became a hero, which may well bring you into the hero and villain games.
Cool. Perfect. If you know, that's lovely. I felt like I did play the game. You know, I don't get a lot of credit for the big moves, but in the game of Survivor, one person doesn't vote out someone. It's a team, and you know, it's tough to make big moves when you have like someone like Tony on your team who is also making big moves. In the game of Survivor, you make moves when moves need to be made. If one person on your ally is making moves, if you go to make another move, that's only going to butt heads. You roll with the punches, you become a good team player, and when the time comes, you make your move.
There was a really, really funny moment on Twitter, and I don't know whether you realised, but you made this really simple comment and you went, woo! And all of Twitter went, oh, woo went woo!
Right? No, when I get stoked or psyched on life, it's just woo! You know, you're just like, you're amped, you're happy. That's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. So
I think you were definitely a fan favorite, and I think people really love you. And I think out of anybody, you were probably, out of the history of Survivor, the player who played with the most integrity.
You know, and that's the one thing that I wanted the jury to see. You know, like you take Tony, because he's got a lot of blood on his hands. He did take advantage of a lot of people's trust. They were all fooled, and half of that jury was there because they were fooled by Tony once. You take Tony because he deserves to be there, and again, maybe you got a shot. Why? Because there's no way in my head they're going to be fooled twice by actually voting for him. But I was wrong. No regrets. You got to tip your hat off to Tony because he played an outstanding game. It was very entertaining being by his side 24/7, 39 days. You know, so it's a beautiful thing.
One final question. Are you angry with Spencer for the speech that he gave for Tony, because I kind of feel like everybody was going to vote for you until Spencer stood up and said, maybe you should all just vote for Tony.
Sure. Do I think it was a major influence on the decision making? Maybe. But again, like, while they're on the jury, they're watching our tribal councils, everyone's got a pretty decisive idea of who they want voted off. Did it help that Spencer opened his mouth and no, it didn't. And maybe I should have said something afterwards to rebuttal, but I didn't get the opportunity to. But, again, I had such an awesome time. Thank you again, Survivor.
Karate kick his butt in the car park.
Ah.
Thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thank you very much.
We love you.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
I'm Ajay Rochester. Thanks for watching. For all the latest news, gossip, and of course, all the latest castings, log on to realitywanted.com. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.